G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. Now today we're going to have a look at another RC era helicopter. This is a Bell 206. As you can see, it's a gyro stabilized helicopter, ready to fly kit. Now this time you can see this is a 142 scale model, and these little helicopters are really easy to fly, especially if you haven't flown an RC helicopter before. Now this does have a few features. It's got automatic stability system, so it's got altitude hold. Also has an optical flow sensor on the bottom for stable hovering on the spot. As you can see, it's easy to fly. Has a modular battery. Actually, this one comes with 2 batteries. Also has a 1 key takeoff and land button and a downward vision positioning system. Now, on the back of the box here, you can see the huge variety of different helicopters, some of which I've actually flown and featured on the channel before. And what I'll do, I'll leave some links at the end of this video. On the end cards, you can see some of my other videos on some of these models of helicopters. All of them being easy to fly and really good little models. Now you can get 2 colorway options of the Bell 206. You can get the grey model here, or the one that I have, as you can see is check marked on the box, the yellow and blue version. So let's get it out of the box here. First off, we get the user manual. So I suggest read that user manual. It's in both English and Chinese. We also have the USB Type-C charger to charge up the 2 modular batteries that come with this helicopter. A couple of little stabilizer wings which fit onto the boom of the helicopter. I'll just clip them in later on. And in this package we have not 1 but 2 little modular batteries, and these are 3.7 volt 1 cell 220 milliamp hour batteries. We also get some spares here. We got the main rotor blades in this bag here, and then we also have a screwdriver and the rear rotor blade in this bag. Now they also include the very standard RC era transmitter, which all their helicopters come with. Got a 3-speed switch up the top here, automatic takeoff and landing button, and just a bunch of trimmer options here on these switches. Now this does take 4 AA batteries, which are inserted on the back. Now here's a little 143 scale Bell 206 helicopter model. Once again, a really nicely detailed model RC helicopter. It's very lightweight because it's such a small scale. As you can see, it runs on the 2-blade system. I believe this is a brushed helicopter for the front and the rear motors. And on the bottom here, we have the little optical flow sensor camera. On the boom here is where you have to put those little stabilizer wings. They just clip in on the back. I'll put them in before we take it for a flight. There's a little LED light on the bottom here. So anyway guys, I'll do that now. I'll fit those little stabilizer wings and put one of the charged up batteries in it, and we'll take it for a flight. Okay guys, we've got the Bell 206 helicopter here. We're going to take it up for a flight now. First off, what we want to do, turn the transmitter on. Just push the battery in. As you can see, it's flashing up, down, and it will be bound. Okay, now what I'm going to do is a quick gyro reset. 2 sticks down to the left and 2 sticks out, and we can fire up the motors. Let's press the automatic takeoff button, and there we go. Now we've got no wind at the moment this morning, so as you can see, it's hovering in its spot there with the optical flow positioning sensor on the bottom. Just bring it down, you have a good look at the model. It's a pretty small model, being that it's only 143 scale. Let's check that out guys. What a cool looking helicopter. I like the color combo of the bright yellow and the blue, navy blue color. I try to keep it nice and close because it will look very small on camera. Okay, so let's put it in. We're in rate 3 actually. Let's go to rate 2. Really nice day out here to fly. Nice and smooth fly, this one. Got some police. in the background there. Yeah, really nicely scaled little model actually. Very smooth. And once again, these RC era helicopters in particular, these ones that are around $100 or less, they are made for beginner pilots. There's a little bit of wind there. Because they're in a ready to fly kit. Everything you need is in the box except the AA batteries. But yeah, if you've ever flown a quadcopter or a drone before, it's exactly the same controls with this RC helicopter. All right, let's go in low speed mode. So that's first rate. As you can see, it got kicked back with a bit of wind there. Altitude hold positioning is very good. It's keeping its altitude hold. Let's bring it back here. As you can see, I'm not touching the throttle and it's staying at that same altitude. I'm going to kick it up to 3 again. Just trying to keep it as close as possible, guys, so you can see it on camera. It's got a tiny little modular battery that I showed you there. It's only a 220 milliamp hour. So we'll see how much flight time we can get out of it. Probably close to 10 minutes, I'm thinking. I think that's what they stated on the listing, but we'll see. But a great helicopter, once again, from RC Era, especially for beginners. You know, it doesn't break the bank. It's very affordable way of getting into the RC hobby of helicopter flying. Very cool. Let's test the automatic landing button here. Just pressed it, and as you can see, it landed perfectly by itself and it shut itself off. 2 sticks down and out. We'll start it up again. Press that button again, take off. Very cool. Now this model cannot go inverted like some of the other models that I've tested from RC Era. It doesn't have the inverted option. I looked in the user manual. This is just a scaled flyer with full-time altitude hold and optical flow positioning. Let's just see how that optical flow positioning is working again. I'll bring it down. Get another look at this model. See how quiet and smooth this helicopter is. So cool. You can hardly hear it. Awesome. Just hovering there on the spot, moving a little bit with this little bit of wind now. Here we go. Bring it up. There we go. Really quiet little model. I'm still in third rate. I'm going to kick it down to 2. And of course, as always, guys, there'll be links in the description where you can purchase one of these. This is actually from an Australian vendor who reached out to me. So if you live in Australia, there's a pretty quick delivery time on this one. This arrived from New South Wales to Perth in only a couple of days. So to any of my Australian viewers, yeah, if you live especially on the east coast, you'll probably receive it next day after purchasing it. So that's one thing to note. The waiting times will be pretty short. So yeah, there'll be a link in the description, guys, as well as a pinned comment. I just lowered the altitude then just to see how quick it would dip down. You can see I'm bringing it down. There you go. See how close I can get to the ground. Altitude hold is really good. The barometers works really well on this model. Just bringing it around like this. As you can see, it's just maintaining that same altitude, so that's dialed in perfectly. Kick it back down to 1. Perfect day for flying. There's no wind at the moment. We did have a slight bit of a breeze here and there during this flight, but not much. So that's first rate, guys, just cruising around with a Bell 206. I've done quite a few of these Bell 206 helicopters on the channel now. I think this might be my 4th or 5th one. Last one I'd done wasn't too long ago. It was the police model. Had the police livery, and that one actually went upside down. That was a slightly larger scale. I think that was a 132 scale, whereas this is smaller. This is a 143, I'm pretty sure. I have to check on the box again. I've forgotten, guys. But yeah, it's a bit smaller. And this would also be perfect indoors as well. Just putting it onto rate 3 just to fight that little bit of a headwind. We're getting some pretty good flight time though. It's only got a small battery, 220 milliamp hours. And we did get 2 batteries with this model, so pretty cool. Controls are really responsive as well. Send it out a ways a bit just to see the range. Range is pretty good. Around, find a little bit of a headwind there. Okay, we've got flashing lights. I think she's gonna land, guys. Yes, saw the LVC lights while it was above my head there. So overall, from such a small little 220 milliamp hour modular battery here, I got 2 of them like I mentioned with this ready to fly kit. That was a pretty decent flight time, guys. I'm going to put that flight time up on the screen now, and you can see exactly what sort of flight time we got. It was pretty decent. So anyway, guys, thanks very much for watching the review on the RC Era A60 Bell 206. This is a new model from RC Era. And as always, guys, I'll put a link in the description below where you can pick one of these up for yourself. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys. If you happen to be new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Click the notification bell and comment down below. Be great to hear from you. So have a great day, guys, and I'll catch you on the next video.